Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry from Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Here's Bridgewater. On the screen, Bernard. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Third and short yardage. Bridgewater. There he goes, right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, Davis. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16. Yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the carry, it's Davis. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Davis, the ball.
Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2.
Play fake. Bridgewater. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now after the play, oh man, it's Barkley who appears to be shaken up. He's down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. This is a quick pass from Trubisky. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
No.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
For Braxton Berrios, incomplete. It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Panthers 7, Bears 6.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing, Bridgewater. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Here's Bernard. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw, Bridgewater. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Nick Boyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Ryan Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Being chased out left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
Every time I see Yurr Gross-Matos complete a play like that, I'm reminded of what I saw from him at Penn State. Willowy is the description I wrote down in my book. Long and angular, loves to play on the edge. In fact, I asked him about that in the process leading up to the draft. He says, I want to be outside in space where I can work upfield against those tackles. And how about the moves that he exhibits getting to the quarterback?
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Lose the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Bridgewater now from the 50. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 3rd down, Bernard. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
Former first-round pick Leonard Floyd is no longer with the Bears, so they signed Robert Quinn to replace him as a sack guy. And Robert Quinn just got one right there. Had 11.5 sacks last year with Dallas. The best since his lone all-pro season in 2014. And I know the Bears are his 4th team in 4 years after stints with the Rams, Dolphins, and Cowboys.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
That is caught by Cohen. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's Trubisky, and he completes it to Cohen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Matt Hawk now. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now it's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Again, here's Bernard. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And 4.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our VCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
First down, Bears.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Berrios.
Trubisky.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
4-yard line. A gain of 2 yards.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trubisky throwing complete to Kmet, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
In on the tackle. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 score.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky buying time to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Now left side on the swing pass. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not an inning rush offensively.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Bernard. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On second down now, Bernard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Panthers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.